Hey guys, Buffin Game back today, bringing our video. Today we're covering the STG-44 or the Sturmgewehr 44 or 1944 here, a modernized version in Modern Warfare 3. I know this weapon came out, I think, last season. A little bit behind here, but we're going to go ahead and cover this modernized version, very similar to the one from Call of Duty 4 Remastered. There was weapons in that game. They had like different kits to the web that like reskinned the weapons, and there was a modernized one in COD 4 Remastered from Raven, I believe. So pretty similar to that. Really cool to see. Go ahead and jump into this weapon, and we'll show it up in game, and then go into some information regarding the weapon in real life. So here's the final design. Now, this was a season unlock for the last season. So how to unlock it, you would need to go to the assault rifles in Modern Warfare 3, and there should hopefully be a challenge for it today. So if we go ahead and just look, obviously you have here the ARs, the last AR from Season 5, so the STG-44, it will have unlock challenges, like I said, when you go ahead and hover over it. It should, at least. So we'll go ahead. The description here is the rifle that heralded the age of the assault rifle, being that it is really technically the first assault rifle. As a global standard, fully automatic, chambered in 7.92 by 33. This is a hard-hitting primary weapon. So we'll go ahead and jump into this. So here it is at base. So first off, for the muzzle, this is really personal preference. I guess the muzzle device here is actually pretty accurate, so you could leave it like this. However, when you do put an optic on it, it does remove the front sight post. So in real life, you have a little bit of a threaded muzzle there that the same length for the muzzle at the end of the front sight post. However, it's threaded in real life. So here, it actually works pretty well. We're going ahead, for the purpose of this video, since we do have a modernized STG-44, I'm going to go ahead and I think I put a castle comp on this one to try and make it look a little bit more similar to what the STG had in real life. However, it does extend the muzzle a little bit further, but it's still pretty close. So we'll go ahead and put the castle comp on for additional recoil control and gun kick. Now for the barrel. In real life, it does have a 16-inch barrel, so we'll go ahead and keep the base barrel here. I think this is the closest you're going to get to the base barrel, 16.5 inches. So you can see the other ones are longer. You have extended gas tubes. You have interleaved suppressed. So this is really the best option, is the base barrel. I think it looks closer to what the original STG-44, the Sturmgewehr 44, had. So we'll go ahead and keep that. Laser option, again, personal preference here, just because we're going with a modernized version of this. I'm going to go with the loose ends version of the Lance 44 for aiming stability and aim down sight. Cons are laser is visible when ADSing. Now for the optic, again, here you have, if you want with the iron sights, just show that off really quick. The iron sights on the weapon, you do have the front sight post. Now, if we're going ahead and put an optic on that pick rail there that they have added to the game, it will remove the front sight post. So you can see it there. Any optic is going to remove the front sight post. Even if we put, I think, a zoomed optic, it'll do the same. So we're going to go ahead and just, again, put kind of a modernized optic on the weapon. So I'm going to go with one of my favorite optics is the SZ Battle Optic for precision sight picture. So we'll go ahead and select that. And then for the stock option, you have a foldable buttstock here, which is really nice, a modernized polymer folding buttstock. And the whole weapon itself is polymer, which is really cool here. I really like the reimagine of this. You can see you have a couple different options. I wish the no stock was folded buttstock, though, which it unfortunately is not. They really got to correct that, hopefully, for the next Modern Warfare title. For the rear grip, you can go ahead and personal preference, but I think really the base one is probably fine. I'm going to go with this one here for additional recoil control. There's really no right or wrong because we have a whole new modernized version of the weapon. So I'm going to go with the Citadel grip for, again, additional recoil control and handling. Magazine, you have the 30, the 40, and the 50 round drum of the 7.92 by 33 millimeter. We'll stay with the base 30 round. Ammunition, we'll keep it as is. And for the underbarrel tab, you can obviously just go with nothing, but I wanted to add something that kind of fit the weapon, and the paracord grip kind of worked for me as far as aesthetics go. So horizontal recoil control, sprint to fire speed, aiming out of stability, and aim walking steadiness. You can see there, good horizontal control there, and it really, I think, aesthetically fits the weapon. So we'll select that. And that's our final version of what I'm dubbing the STG-44M for modernized version of the STG-44 with the polymer polymer chassis on this weapon. The full weapon is now polymer, but it does have the same aesthetic designs, which is really nice. Folding buttstock here in the game, it looks like it would fold to the right-hand side. You have modernized fire controls on the left-hand side of the weapon, as well as the magazine release there above the mag well. And it looks like the bolt release is ambi on the left and the right, as well as the magazine release, I believe. So hard to tell specifically what's what, because a lot of it's a little bit modernized, but it does look really good. You have the reciprocating charging handle here on the left-hand side, the ejection port on the right-hand side, which is locked in the open position. So even when we load in game, that ejection port is already opened up instead of opening after the first shot fire, which is fine. And you see the gas tube there. So that's the modernized STG-44, the STG-44M. Go ahead and back out and take a look at the camos for this weapon. So it does have some pretty interesting camos, but you do have this white camo, which is really nice. And for zombies, you have a black camo, which we already have a black and I think a white for the solids, but additional ones here add a little bit more variety, which is cool. So good to see that in the game. Let's go ahead and jump on the firing range here and take a look at the weapon. So the weapon inspect, you can see that modernized folding buttstock, fire controls, mag release, charging handle. Get a good look at those 7.92 by 33 millimeter rounds. Now apparently when this came out, it just had like 0 recoil, which I completely believe. You can see again the ejection port is open up there. So it's a good gun, good rate of fire. We'll look at that in a second. If I just don't control the recoil. Now if we try and control it, you can just go up and to the right a little bit. Let's try and control it. So pretty easy to control it. You can see it there. There's the weapon we're using. Looks really nice there on that table. Let's go ahead and back out really quick. We'll just look at the fire rate. Is going to be 600 rounds per minute, which is pretty nice. Really controllable. Jumping into the gameplay here for this weapon. Again, this is modernized version of the Sturmgewehr 44, so I'm dubbing it the STG-44M. So place of origin would be Germany. It is the very first assault rifle, Sturmgewehr meaning assault rifle, and 44 being the year it was really put into service. So in service was 1943 to 45 in Germany. East Germany was 49 to 62. The wars it's been in, obviously most prominently the World War II, however, it has seen action all the way up to modern Russo-Ukrainian war, which is pretty crazy that this thing is still being fielded. The designer was Hugo Schmeisser. The design period was 1938 to 43. It was manufactured from Hanel Waffen und Frankfurt. I'm not even going to really definitely butchering the pronunciation. For the production period was 1943 through 1945 when the war ended. Number of units built was 425,977, so just about 426,000. Did have a couple different variants as well. The mass of the weapon when loaded would be 11 pounds 5 ounces or 5.13 kilograms. The length overall be 37 inches or 94 centimeters with a barrel length of 16.5 inches or 42 centimeters. The cartridge is chambered in the 7.92 by 33 millimeter Kurz, which is a shorter version of the German Mauser, the 7.92 57 millimeter rifle round. So it's a 7.92 by 33, a little bit shorter than the Mauser, but still a very large, accurate round. The action is a gas-operated long stroke piston. Closed tilting bolt, select fire options available. Rate of fire in real life is going to be 500 to 600 rounds per minute with a muzzle velocity of 685 meters per second or 2,247 feet per second. The effective firing range is going to be anywhere between 300 meters and 600 meters. Feed system is the 30-round detachable box magazine. And the sights in real life is just that adjustable rear aperture. Here, obviously, we have the Picatinny rail added to the top, so we can put a optic on there, which is really nice. So this is the Sturmgewehr 44, the STG-44, the world's first assault rifle. Obviously, the Mikhail Kalashnikov and the AK-47 design was heavily inspired after this. You can even see it from how the design look to it. It is a great weapon. It's really good. I'm actually pretty happy they brought this back. I took a little break from COD there for a little bit. I did see when it was added. It was obviously really OP in Warzone, as per many weapons are when they're added from Raven Software. But I do like the more modern take on the weapon. Like I said, in COD 4 Remastered, they had kits for certain weapons that added new skins and reworks to them. So the STG-44 and COD 4 Remastered, they did have a modern polymer skin, or completely new essentially it looked like a new weapon. It really did a good job in that game. So it's nice to see this back. I actually do like this a lot. I think it's a pretty good addition to the game. Really cool to see it reimagined in a new polymer chassis. Really cool. Let me know your thoughts down below. Links, social media, everything like that down below. You can become a channel member also down below, and we do have merchandise available. Channel members do get a discount. I will be reworking, as I mentioned in the past couple of videos, I will be reworking the merchandise, so we're going to go with a different provider. Better quality, so if you're a member, you will still get a discount when I do launch that next month or so. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you're liking the content, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, this is Buckner Gaming with the Sturmgewehr 1944M or the STG-44M for modern. Till next time, Buckner Gaming, out.